Hey guys, so across the country when I'm recording this right now, this is when the first wave of bodybuilding competitions is starting to happen. And a lot of competitors are going into what's called peak week. Now, peak week is nothing magical. In other words, if you're not in shape, it's not going to make you in shape. However, there's some key things that you should focus on, whether this is your first competition or you've been competing for years. And I want to outline 3 critical things you should focus on your peak week. Now, I want to say real quick, this is geared towards physique, bodybuilding athletes. However, if you're in whatever sport, this would still apply. So check it out. So the first thing that I would do is journal. Take notes, lots of notes. Now, the reason you want to do this is because really 2 things. One is you want to capture the process. You want to remember it. You want to document what you did. But the second reason is so then you can go back and you can learn from it. You know, what did you do right? What did you do wrong? What are things that you want to try? Now, journal everything. Talk about your nutrition. Talk about your training, your sleeping, your timing of things, the actual competition itself, just experiences in general. So write these things down, and it's important here. Now I want to note this. Do it somewhere that you own. Do it the old-fashioned way on pen and paper. Put it in your spreadsheet. Put it on your device. But you want to put it in a place where you own it. In other words, don't put it on somebody else's web sheet, somebody else's log, something like MyFitnessPal, which who knows? It could be gone tomorrow. So make sure it's at a place that you can access and get to it easily years down the road. Now, the second thing I want you to focus on is pictures. Lots of pictures. Telling a bodybuilder to take pictures of their physique is never an issue. However, you want to make sure that you do it consistently. In other words, time of day, lighting, angle, equipment, all of these things matter so that way you can get a consistent picture-to-picture comparison. As you go through peak week, oftentimes what I'll do is I'll actually take my clients to mock peaks before, and we'll have them take pictures like certain days of the week so we can see how the body is responding to the nutrition as we work through things. So then that way, you know what's going to happen that last week and it's no surprises. Take pictures so you can go back and review and compare year after year as, again, you hopefully continue to go down this and do multiple competitions because, hey, we're trying to improve here, right? And the last and maybe most important thing to focus on during peak week is focus on yourself. And I say this because you've been working extremely hard to get to where you are. Now, you don't want to throw away the 95% of work you did leading up to that, chasing a 5% that might not happen. You talk to Joe Bob at the gym who 15 years ago did this for his peak, didn't work amazing, and you have to do this to make it happen. Now, certainly take notes, as you see things, but don't pursue it. Your last week, you should be focused on yourself. Get all your stuff in line. If you want to try something new, do it after your competition. Run through it after the contest and see how it affects you. Or, like I mentioned in the prior segment, do it leading up to the competition. So if it does work, you can, utilize it. Or if it doesn't, you could scrap it. But again, focus on yourself because you've already done the work and there's going to be a ton of people with their opinion out there that might not work for you and quite frankly might not be a good idea to begin with. Focus on yourself. Okay, I hope these 3 things were clear. In fact, I want to repeat the statement I said earlier. What I said was, do not throw away the 95% of work that you've done chasing that 5% that may or may not happen in peak week. Again, peak week is not magical. It's not going to transform you. It's going to set you up for a consistent and an expected showing at your competition. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it, share it with others. Here is a link to one of my prior videos about getting ready for a competition and what it takes. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe. And until next time, keep making every day count.